A really important part of our quad pod, tripod, whatever you want to call it, is going to be positioning, okay? Positioning. So my hands, I want to get to this feet slightly outside of my shoulders, slightly bent with my knees, and head. If I get my head up, great. That's not very comfortable, but at least straight forward in line with my shoulders here, right? Just like we would do a squat. Right? Head doesn't crank back unless I can make it. It's really hard. It drops my hips too low, but really straight forward with my head, okay? The other key to this is my balance point. So high school guys, even college guys for that matter, probably the biggest mistake we make in this area, hands out, right? My butt is in front of my feet. I have so much weight on my hands that it gets me locked out. I get stuck here, right? So get into this fine balance position. My butt is slightly behind my heels, right? Where I can have some movement, right? Have a little bit more balance and go forward, backward, side to side. Okay? So that's the basic, just how does that look, right? How does that look? So secondly, how do I get there, right? How do I end up in a quad pod? I don't just magically, right? We don't start there from the whistle. How do I end up there? So without a partner, here's really what it's going to look like. This is with this guy lined up right on my left side. So all it's going to be a seal, knee up, knee out. Very simple, super effective. It's going to be a hard seal in, and really I'm going to give this guy a bit of an elbow. I don't want to give it looping out wide and just let myself open up, but I want to do it in pretty tight and give him a little bit of a bump. It's almost like there's a string attached to my knee. Bring it up and in. Rotate it out right here, okay? So second way to get to it is just going to be a simple windshield wiper of my feet. A little bit different, right? It's just really a preference, however you like to get to it. But the second version would be, guys, same lined up on the same side. I'm just going to go a little bit of a hand rotation here, windshield wiper my feet, around and up. Again, hand rotation, a little bit of dip in my shoulder, windshield wiper my feet, circling up. So second version gives you a little bit more of an offside look for that top man. He's going to be off a little bit more in that particular one, but both are super simple, right? Not all that complex. Here's what they're going to look like with partner. Okay. All right, not a whole lot to it, but if we can get that really strong base position in that quad pod, that's where all this next technique is going to be based off of. So again, elbow it in, knee up, right here. Butt slightly behind my heels, right? In this balance point where I can just barely bring my hands off, okay? Slight bend in my knees. Second version, my hands are going to rotate, and I circle around with this windshield wiper, okay? Again, second version. I like the first one a little bit better. It's just your preference. Hands rotate, feet windshield wiper, rotating up here, right? End up at the same spot.